How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Pokemon Horizons episode review. Today's episode is episode 10, Nemo and Colza. Before I go any further, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to let you know when I do more of these videos. So if we remember last week's episode, which I'm really liking this, what last time on Pokemon where, Liko explains what happens. She openly told her dad she wanted to travel. Inquiring about the whole black Rayquaza thing. Shiny Rayquaza to us game folk. He said, check out Bowl Town. I am realizing that Bowl Town is the Japanese name for the city. I think it's Artisane City. See, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Even with Galar region area names, they're getting like Stow on Side and this place. A lot of the names I'm not clicking. It's so much different from Viridian City, Cerulean City, Little Root Town, Snow Point Village. I'm doing my best, but given that I'm watching this anime subbed, I am getting a lot of the Japanese names, and I don't know why, but Bowl Town seems so much easier to remember. It just does. But they're investigating. Our boy and girl, our Liko and Roy, they meet Nemona. In English, she's Nemona. In Japanese, she's Nemo, which is weird because she says "Go Nemo." I don't know if that was her saying her own name like a Pokemon, or if it was some of the kids watching. But she was in a battle with Palmot. I don't remember what the Pokemon the other kid was using. I'm tempted to say Jigglypuff because I watched a card video about Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff was one of my favorite Pokemon, but I can't remember what Pokemon the other kid was using. But they had a Pokemon battle. And of course, Palmot won. She's still champion rank in this universe. Even Liko know who she is when she says, "Oh wait, you're that Nemo." She's super accurate to the video game. Even says the line, "When two trainers lock eyes, it's time to battle." But they have to calm everything down. They're like, wait a minute. We're looking for information about the Black Rayquaza. We're looking for they're looking for Colza, who is a friend and acquaintance of Liko's dad, Alex. Colza, everybody, is the Japanese name for Brassius, the grass gym leader, who's also an artist. He says "Anvad-God" a lot. Or not Anvad-God. And we get very early on, he's made a sculpture of the Black Rayquaza, so he has had to have seen it. And this episode revolves around helping him with his slump, getting information on that, Roy learning more about battles, which is fairly interesting because I can appreciate, if we're not going to have them get the gym badges, I can appreciate them learning things about being trainers from these gym leaders by battling them and not necessarily being like, well, I got to get the gym battle because I got to be the champion. They've already met a champion rank person. Maybe later on they can do a tournament of sorts, right? Kind of like the tournament. I'm about to say spoiler for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but there's a tournament at the end once you've completed everything that, your teachers can join in, your friends can join in. You don't necessarily have to be a champion or anything. That might be the thing that we get further along in this series, but that'll be cool, right? Pardon me. So the gang is going to go meet Colza because Nemona also needs to talk with him because he has been neglecting his gym leader duties. He has not been battling people, and when we meet him, he is in a slump. Which he is. First of all, his Japanese voice actor, is the voice actor of Roronoa Zoro. It's so great to hear that voice coming from a different character and just the mannerisms of this character. I love it. I love it. Um, but he's in a slump. Cool thing is, he makes everything in his house. He has these Victory Bell mugs. He has stuff here, stuff there. They bring up the Black Rayquaza thing. He freaks out and leaves. And I like that Liko can see a broken thing that looks like a sculpture of Black Rayquaza. And she goes, you know what? I think he's in a slump because my dad gets in slumps. And, well, how do you get him out? Well, he does, he only goes for a walk and he does things that he likes and then he comes back and he's out of it. And I love the genuine concern they have for this person. Nemona has a history with him, obviously, because she's dealing with the league. But I like that Liko and Roy have genuine concern over this human being that they've never met before. And they're going, you know what? We're going to help this guy out. What I really loved about this episode is how much like the video games it is, where you have the sunfloras are just everywhere. There's sculptures of sunfloras. The guys just they're just everywhere, and they're like, they all have been wanting to see Brassius because he's that town's gym leader. Everybody there loves him. The kids love him. Everybody loves him. So they do the sunflower roundup. They even found Liko even found the sunflower that's in the alley that's just chilling on a box. And when Sprigga starts doing cat things, she goes, you know what? Where you want to go? Show me where you want to go. And by doing that, found all the sunflower. Because remember, the cat sunbathes. It's a grass Pokemon. All of them. Roy even says, I got 10. They all get a bunch of them. They're all together. You got Brassius hiding, but Brassius Pokemon that's with him is Dolliv, whose Japanese name is Olive Nino. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I like the name Olive Nino more than Dolliv. It's really good. But we get two funny moments when introduced to Dolliv, where when Brassius starts screaming about art, the fruit that's on her head, she squirt oil on Palmont, and Palmont's just like, okay, and then the Nemona has to clean them off, and then when Sprig, calms it down with its little kneading and aura and the aroma, they got a happy squirt, which Palmont is just like, okay, dude, it's gonna keep all right. And Dolliv can tell they're doing all this for Brassius, and comes out and then squirts him in the face to show where he is. And it's Roy that gets him out of the slump, because he shows them the big, massive Rayquaza. He even says, I was drawing this because I heard from Alex about it, and I was drawing it, and then I was in the forest, and I saw it. I saw this thing. And because he was drawing a picture of it and a Sunflora being scared by it. He's like, and just me seeing it overwhelmed me, and it made me realize I cannot capture this moment correctly. And then you got simple-minded Roy, so simple, so pure, going, wow, that's crazy. I got to get to that forest and see if I can find it. And Brass is like, what are you looking for? He's like, well, Rayquaza, he's the first step of my journey. He's like, huh. He's like, by the way, that looks just like the real one. That looks amazing. Just pulls him out. And sometimes that is what we all need, right? We're so hyper focused. We're trying to get something perfect, something that we care about. And you just need an outside pair of eyes to look and go, that actually looks really, really good. What you're doing is fine. Don't beat yourself up. But in order to judge if he's ready to meet Rayquaza, they have a battle. Now you would think, okay, Roy's only Pokemon's a fire type. This dude's a grass type gym leader. Easy peasy. He sends out Sudowoodo. Yay, he sends out Sudowoodo. And of course, Roy thinks, oh, he's a grass type gym leader. It's grass Pokemon. Ember doesn't do a lot of damage. To which Liko tried to tell him, but Nemona had to tell him, yeah, no, that's a rock type. Why does he have a rock type? Why did Misty have a Togepi, Roy? Why did Brock have a Crobat? Probably because Brock was also kind of like the ultimate hiker, but we're not going to get into that. So they have their battle. First of all, Battle animations are still great. Yes, we've had battles since episode 1, but still really good. The gym battle stuff is good. He even came in how he does when you battle him in the game, from the windmill, jumping down, ready to go. And we see Nemona. She just loves all of it. She's just swaying like, yeah. She's the Pokemon version of Goku from Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball Super. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's adorable. It's great. The battle's great. When Brassius is testing him, because Sudowoodo does taunt, and the taunt is so funny because you have this cute looking Sudowoodo, and then he goes, pisses off Coco, just starts getting mad, and is not listening to Roy. He just keeps throwing fire, trying to hit it. And Roy's like, no, don't do that. Why aren't you listening? And Brassius says, what is the number one thing that you should be paying attention to during a battle? He goes, I should be paying attention to Sudowoodo. He goes, incorrect. You should be paying attention to your own Pokemon. And I'm like, okay, I see what you guys are doing, and I like it. And Fuecoco learns a new move as he's stomping around, making the earth rumble. He learns Stomping Tantrum, which, everyone tells him, yeah, that's a ground move, is super effective against a rock type. Good job there. You're learning moves that can counteract against the things that hurt you. Which I don't know if they ever I don't think they ever told him, hey, your fire type's weak to the rock moves. But does the Stomping Tantrum. And adding to the Stomping Tantrum, now this is interesting for me. Sudowoodo did a Substitute. Substitute acted like I won't call it nerfed, but a less multiple version of Double Team in this episode. They're like, Sudowoodo will do a Substitute, but because Sudowoodo is perfectly still all the time, Substitute looks like Sudowoodo. So, Fuecoco was missing and keep missing it. He would just keep doing it and keep doing it, which is what led Roy to think, well, I need to focus on where he is. No, you need to focus on your Pokemon. I liked that. I liked them doing Substitute as like a Kagebushin, because that's kind of what it is for us in the game. Besides the shield that lowers your HP, right? And Brassius, I forget what is the Japanese word for terrorize, terra typing his Pokemon. He does cool little terra typing thing. They're learning about terra typing via via Nemona. I love this role. I love the role of, you bring a character in that's done battling so much, who tells us stuff in the game, and she's going, hey, this is what's going on here. It's kind of like the role that Brock had, except for that, extreme speed thing. If you know, you know. And he terrorizes, obviously, Sudowoodo into a grass type, into true Liwudo. I don't know if that's an English thing or not, but that's what he said in the game. And so Roy's like, well, he's a grass type now. I can fight him. Unfortunately for him, Sudowoodo knows Trailblaze, and since he's now a grass type, he gets a boost when using Trailblaze and knocks out Fuecoco. Good battle. Wonderful battle. The highlight for me, though, when you do the when you terra type your Pokemon, because I can't say this word tonight, it has that same cheering song from Sword and Shield when you're in the last round of a Pokemon battle and things are getting good. The ha 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 ha, oh wow, ha ha ha. They played that. I get it. Pokemon from the very beginning, great music, just fantastic music, always fantastic music. It's lovely to hear in an anime. I still actively, I played Scarlet today, actively playing this game, still hear and being able to hear the music and sounds that they're playing from the game into the anime, done obviously with live string instruments. Come on, it's so good, so good. But then he tells them about the Olivia Forest where he saw the Pokemon, and it took me a minute to realize, oh, Olivia is is the name of the evolution of Dolive in Japanese. I think it's R, but I'm sorry, guys. Let me just look it up live, right? Just look it up live. I hate to guess. A lot of these new names, this is what happens when you get old. I'm sorry. Dolive evolves at level 35 to Arbolevia. Arbolevia. I like Olivia a lot better. But yeah, the Olivia Forest. And it took me again a moment to realize the sculpture that Brassius made of. I'm thinking, oh, he made a sculpture of the tree looking at the Pokemon, looking at Rayquaza. Oh no, he made a sculpture of a Pokemon looking. He made a sculpture of a Pokemon looking at the other Pokemon. And I love Liko's emotional awareness because she even says the Pokemon looks angry, like in the sculpture. Because arms go up. I couldn't even remember. I couldn't even recognize the Pokemon in the game in statue form either. So, but with the arms up and the face, like it looks not he, but she says, it looks sad. So they're gonna go to this forest, they're gonna analyze it, they're gonna figure this out. But as they got back to the ship and informed everybody, we get a little glimpse of something stomping around in the forest, something massive. Something's going on in the neighborhood. So who knows what we're gonna find? But I gotta give this episode 4 out of 5. Whereas, what was it? Last episode was cute too. I'm giving this a solid 4, not a soft 4. It's a solid 4 because just that music cue, and they're probably gonna always do these cute interactions with the Pokemon, or just fully treating them not just like background characters, but hey, these things are around here too. Not even talking about the Sunflower, but like you get Sprig interacting with Dolive. You get Fuecoco being knocked out, but then Roy going, "Hey buddy, wake up. You did your best. It's cool. We learned something." The music, I'm just 4 out of 5. I definitely enjoyed this episode a lot. So much. I didn't get the name of the title for next week's episode. Well, get the title for episode 11, which is already premiered. You guys know I do these a week late on purpose, mind you. But really good episode. Now both of these guys, the kids Pokemon, both know 2 moves each. Still hoping that they catch another Pokemon soon. Please. I'm wondering if their deal is just they're Pokemon adventurers. But at least throughout their adventures, they'll interact with some of the more well-known characters that we know from the current games or past games. Who knows? But as long as they interact with these characters, I won't be too hung up on them not getting gym badges. I just want to see the characters. I get it. We got to move on to newer things. I mean, what Pokemon's like, what is it, 30? Oh god, Pokemon is just about as old as I am, right? Excuse me. We have seen the gym battle thing, we've seen the Battle Frontier thing, so it is time for it to be, I don't want to say like modern anime, but it's time for them to do something different. That's what they did last season, where Ash didn't get any badges. He just did the Pokemon Master Champion thing, the champion thing. We had Go doing the raid stuff, right? So this is something different. It's fully appreciated. I'm fully appreciating the differences from the known media and them incorporating the known media into this show. Amazing. 4 out of 5. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, please. As a matter of fact, for those who have made it this far, tell me who is your favorite gym leader from Scarlet and Violet if you played the games. If you have not played the games, who's your favorite gym leader, period? From Scarlet and Violet, I think my favorite gym leader is the Baker. I don't remember her name at the very moment. You know what, we can do that live too. I enjoyed the Baker. She was really fun, but if we're gonna be honest, the best gym leader is Larry. Larry is the best gym leader. So relatable. So relatable. If you know, you know. Larry is that dude. Please be good, be blessed. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Either way it goes. Don't be a jerk. All right. Remember, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new here, and hit that notification bell. Be notified of more videos just like this. Thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about Pokemon Horizons once again. Realize that you are not alone in this world. If if you're feeling alone, reach out to somebody. There's someone that rather talk to you today than to mourn you and miss you tomorrow. All right. All right. I know it's tough out there, but you got allies. My social medias are right there at the bottom. Feel free to follow me. Hit me up even. Just don't be a jerk about it. Well, guys, as always, I'm Shane, and I'm going to catch you later.